To integrate a large language model to our application and be able to receive insights about our Google Search Console performance, our first step is developing an endpoint. This endpoint take advantage and leverage OpenAI and Versal AI SDK to stream text. So in this case, instead of sending a big chunk of data or text, we are going to stream that to our UI. So the user sees something until the endpoint finishes generating the whole text. So we don't let the user wait for a long time, depending on what is the latency of the model, until the response is ready. We little by little show the response in the UI to the user. Okay, so in Next.js, as you know, the first step is creating an API endpoint. And in our case, we are going to create a chat folder as well. Here, we are going to add route TypeScript, and let's import request, import OpenAI from Versal AI, OpenAI SDK, and AI as well. Let me remove this and go step by step. So what we want to send to this endpoint are two variables. One is messages, which are all the messages user and system send and receive. And the second one is the keyword performance. Why we send keyword performance? That's the data we want to inject in the prompt to our model to be able to get insights about that. That was the whole idea of building this application. So in this case, then we have messages and keyword performance that are coming from the body of the post request we are sending to this model. And next step is system prompt, which I'm going to drop that quickly here. So I worked with different type of prompts, studied a lot of prompt engineering, refined different prompts, and found there is one specific prompt that worked fine and well between other ones I had. This is not guaranteed that it's going to work or continue working, but I found this one good and useful. So this will be our prompt. We are giving the LLM a role. That's why we are saying you are an expert SEO strategist, and defining years of experience to give that more confidence. Defining task for the model with a couple of bullet points, and injecting our data here and telling that to provide the data in markdown emojis, so it makes more engaging to read and it doesn't hurt our eye to read the response. So that was one piece of that for prompt engineering. I actually wrote a master prompt engineering blog post. I'm going to drop that in the description so you can take a look at that as well. So next piece for us now is generating a response from a stream text. That's what I mentioned, that we are going to use a stream text to stream the response instead of waiting for a specific number of time, depending on the model latency, and send the response back to the user. The model we are going to use is GPT 4.1 mini. I did some evaluation using AI as judge and found three models work kind of well in this situation. One was O3, the other one was O4 mini, and the last one is GPT 4.1 mini. I picked GPT 4.1 for our case because it's way faster than other two models and the price is way cheaper than the other two ones. O3 is more expensive. O4 mini, I compared, to be honest, between O4 mini and GPT 4.1 mini, found the result of 4.1 mini was better than O4. So I found it better and it's even cheaper. So it works better for us. And there are two more pieces we want to add here. So we added the model, we are adding the system prompt, which is the prompt we defined here. Messages, there are all the messages between user and system we send and receive. There are two pieces we are going to add, temperature and top P. So the temperature defines the creativeness of the model. Higher number, more creative, but it can hallucinate and say inaccurate output. And top P, the model, as you know, they trained on vast amount of data. And the whole training part was predicting next word based on previous words. So this top P defines the possibility of the similar words that the model is going to generate. Lower the number, higher the possibility of similar words. Higher the number, lower the possibility of that. So I found 0.4 and 0.8 are good numbers for analyzing keyword performance and generating good insights with accurate actions, how to improve our SEO, Google Search Console insights. So this is one piece of LLM integration. We added an endpoint, and we are going to next step, we are going to wire that up in our UI.